Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I hope everybody is doing well. Today we are going to be going over a budget optic from Gowater Tactical. It is one of their open emitter red dots. We're going to check it out today. Usually when I do red dot videos, there's a couple of different things I like to hit. One is I'm going to go over some important specs. Not all the specs, just the important ones. We're going to go over the quality of the optic. Then after that, we're going to go over civilian versus duty use. Is this optic more for civilians, or is this optic more for duty officers, security guards? I am going to torture test this as part of the duty use section. We're going to go over the value. Does this have any value for anybody out there? I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get right into it. Okay, this is the Gowater A20 optic from Gowater Tactical. The A20 just simply means this is a optic designed for compact slides like this one, or full-size slides. They also make an A17 optic, which is for your subcompact. So if you're looking for a subcompact optic, they also have one for you. It does have shake awake technology. So if you set this thing down, after 240 seconds, according to their website, it will turn off. The dot will turn off, and if you touch your firearm, it will turn back on. Lots of optics out there should be having that feature, because that is such a nice feature, especially for civilians. It does come with a top loading battery, which is very important in my opinion. It comes with a tool in their box that you can take this off the battery compartment. It's kind of like a Trijicon SRO. The downside is it has the 1632 battery in it. They claim that it goes for 50,000 hours, and I'm going to go over that later in the video if it actually did go 50,000 hours or not. It has a RMR footprint. I like all my optics to have the same footprint, and all of them do have that exact one. 2 MOA dot, and it has 1 MOA adjustments. Flathead design there, so you don't need a special tool to turn the windage and elevation. I did use a brass casing, and it did turn with a brass casing. It does have 8 daylight settings. I will say the glass is very crisp when you are using this dot. It can get very bright and it can get very dim, depending on how bright it is outside. It does have a 3-year warranty on this optic. The company reached out to me and sent this to me, and they told me about the 3-year warranty, so if anything goes wrong with it, they will replace the optic, which is pretty cool for a company to do, especially a small company like this one. Quality. This optic is made of 70-75 aluminum, which I was very excited to see, which tells me that it is very durable. If you drop this thing on the cement or you drop this thing on the ground, it should survive with that type of material housing the entire optic. And we're going to go over those drop tests a little bit later in the video. I'll be honest with you guys, I usually don't do this because I hate unboxing videos, but this is the box that it comes in. It's a pretty nice box. It comes with a cleaning cloth on there like all optics should. It comes with a little protective case for it if you're into throwing on protective gear. If you're putting it in your safe and you don't want anything to happen to it, you can do that as well. Okay, so it has one of those in case you're wondering. It does come with a tool to put the optic on your slide. Will also remove the battery tray as well, or the battery compartment. It just spins off, and so you can put a new battery in there. This is a Picatinny rail mount. So if you have an AR-15 or something like that that has Picatinny on it, you can throw this optic on there with this attachment. So it does have, all the other pieces are down here as well. It will go on to an AR-15 or similar, maybe a PCC will go on there if you need it for that. type of weapon. All right, let's get to the fun part. Civilian use versus duty use. What is this optic more geared towards? Let's talk about civilian use first, because that is my area of expertise being a teacher. I am obviously a civilian concealed carrier. This optic is great for concealed carry, especially if you're somebody that does not brutalize your guns on purpose. This is a great option. I zeroed this thing right away. I carried this thing for 3 to 4 months, 800 to 1,000 rounds through this thing, and it held zero the whole way through. I was shooting great groups with this optic, fantastic groups, and I was actually getting super excited about my shooting with this optic on there. Now, if you are a civilian that is the type of dude that goes out and just brutalizes their gun because it's a tool, okay, this might not be the optic for you. In my opinion, the only optic you should probably buy is the RMR. Now, duty use. I did do some testing for duty use. I banged it off of a log because I live in the city. That's pretty much all I got in my backyard. I banged it off of a log. I racked it as hard off of a log. I dropped it on grass. I dropped it on gravel. I dropped it on a welcome mat. The reason I didn't drop it straight onto concrete is because this is my carry gun, and I dropped it off the welcome mat one time, and my front iron sight got destroyed, basically. It is made of polymer and plastic, so I didn't expect it to last long. Each time it did bounce off the welcome mat on the optic and landed on the cement, so it did take a beating. Good news is that it did survive. The glass is still in one piece. It does have some dings on the side, but that's what you expect when you drop the weapon directly onto the optic. The bad news: it survived for about 5 days. Okay, I took this thing to a range 5 days after doing these tests because I wanted to re-zero the optic. I wanted to see if it held zero. And I got to the range and I pulled up the gun and there was no dot. The dot was gone. Two things. It could be because I was beating up the gun, or it could be because I put in a crap battery in there. Anybody who buys optics knows that usually these optics, or most optics out there, comes with this cheap battery that never lasts more than a couple months. That could be the issue with this optic as well. I am going to go out and buy a battery and test this out and see if that is the case. Value. What are you getting out of the value of this gun? I think this is a fantastic value for an optic, especially if you're just getting into red dots and you don't want to break the bank trying to get an optic on your gun. Most optics, like the optics that I like, are anywhere from $300 to $400. So like I have to save up for it. Okay, I can't just go out and buy one, especially with a teacher's salary. This one is running about anywhere from 90 to like 120 bucks. It kind of fluctuates in there. They do have this on Amazon. I do have an Amazon discount code for you. It's called GoWater15. It will give you 15% off this optic. I believe it's running for a couple of months. I think in August is when that is going to stop. If you're like me and you've been running optics for 10 plus years or whatever, you're going to stick with your babies. You're going to stick with your favorite red dot because you trust them. Okay, for me, it's the Holosun EPS. I have that on like 3 of my carry guns. I absolutely love that optic. I do not see myself switching to this one because I already am deeply, deeply in love with those optics. But if you're just getting into optics, guys, this is a fantastic choice. If you're looking to find a budget optic for one of your guns that you own, that you don't want to spend tons of money on, this is a great option as well. I hope you guys got something out of this. Sound down in the comments below if you have any questions on this optic. Guys, all companies have to start somewhere. Even Trijicon and Holosun had to start somewhere. Give these small companies a chance. They can make some pretty fantastic optics. I think this is one of the better budget optics that I have seen out there on the market. I hope you guys got something out of this video. Remember to train hard, get strong, be a protector. If no one said they love you today, I love you guys. God bless you all.